name is Margareta Ioannou. I am a spiritual healer from Cyprus. I would like to give you some information about the unconditional love partners who are coming now on earth. Their meeting is very important now because of the changes happening in the world. These partners, they are protected, fully protected by Jesus Christ. Their love was decided in the heaven, and their mission is to bring this love down to earth. Why now? Now because the world needs a change. They need a very, very strong change because, as we all know, the path we decided to follow is not leading us to our hearts. It's leading us to live outside our hearts. The purpose, our purpose here on earth, is to find the heaven here on earth. Is to find joy, love, harmony, peace, gratitude, and our life will be hymn to God. Our life will be a thank you. Thank you to the unconditional love who heals everything, who leads us to our best version of ourselves, to our best path that we decided to live on earth, to the most wonderful path here on earth. Every human being on earth deserves to be the best version of himself. So these couples, the unconditional love couples, decided to meet on earth so they can bring the unconditional love down to earth. By their meeting, by their connection, by their connection through the body, will make explosions of energy, of love and light. They will go up to the unconditional love, this energy, and comes down to the world and give the meaning of the message of love, light, trust and truth. These couples will give messages through their energy, through their love to the people around them, and then the people around them will give the message to the people around them, and this chain will go and go and go and spread the message of love, light, truth and trust to the world. Their love is dedicated to the God of unconditional love, to our God, to our truth. And it's protected by then Jesus Christ with the number 3, the number of the ascended masters. So their meetings will be made here on earth, March, June, September, December. And the key dates will be the date when we sum the date will give us the number 3. These are very important dates for their connection. What is happening usually? They are meeting in the month who I told you before with number 3. The first 3 months of their journey, there is a very deep connection. They know each other by energy. They live beautiful moments. They understand that they are meant to be together. They are connected spiritually through their mind, through their energy, through making love. And we come at the end of the first 3 months where they realize we never lived this before. And the fear started to rise. They fear this connection because they never felt like that, never before. They feel the strong connection they have. Even they are not together, they live for one another. They don't see other women, they don't see other men. They think that if they do this, it's like they are betraying the other person. But it's a very deep feeling, very, very deep feeling. So after the 3 months, the first 3 months, the fear appears. And slowly, slowly, they are disconnected in the earth. By the end of these 3 months, they have a separation. They live separately. The next 3 months, each one of them is trying to live alone, but the woman, who is a spiritual woman, either by her job or either by her way of living on earth, gives a part of her soul up to the unconditional love, and she sends healing to the man, and the man also gives a part of his soul up to unconditional love, and they heal each other up in the heavens, not in the earth. And this, you can understand it because of their separation, the unconditional love, in their words, is their statement. When they separate, they choose unconditional love for each other. They wish one another all the best. They think that it's the best interest for the other person to be separated. And they choose unconditional love in this separation. So the next 3 months, they work with unconditional love. This is happening for the couples who, on their separation, they both choose unconditional love without the one put pressure on the other to choose unconditional love. It's coming naturally to the both of them. So when you have a separation, if the separation is through unconditional love from both parties, then you can understand that this love is from unconditional love. You're going to feel the next days, the next 3 months, that a part of you is not on the earth, a part of you is somewhere else. It's okay, this is what is happening. Because the woman gives a part of her soul to help the man. So when they meet each other again, they will not speak by words. They will speak only by energy. And this energy will be spread everywhere in their body. And they will know that yes, we're going to be together. And they have another 3 days after this meeting to bring this love on earth. And then an explosion will be made. Changes will come very rapidly to both of them. So they come together as soon as they can and spread their love to the world. Another characteristic I have to tell you is that the woman which is spiritually minded, she must never forget that the man has also the divine part in him. So she must trust this divine part when she gives herself for healing, that she also needs healing. She also needs healing so she can use both parts, the divine and the human part, in this connection here on earth. She needs healing so she can understand that every time she has human things to deal in this relationship, she must go and connect completely and perfectly the human and the divine part in her. So she can give this love to the man, to his divine and human part, and the man comes to choose again the same thing, to do the same thing. The women must never forget that the man has a spiritual part in him also, has the divine part in him also. And something else, this bond, yes, it's completely protected by Jesus Christ, and all the spiritual teachers from the heaven, usually grandparents who were empaths, because these two persons are empaths. They start to help these two persons, help them and help them and help them. So the woman must remember that the help from the heaven is not only for her, it's also for him. So she must stay in her truth. The woman, it's very important to stay in her truth, in the love, light, truth and trust. She must stay there and work with herself and healing the man inside her, the woman inside her, and the child inside her. And every time she gives healing to herself, she unconditionally gives healing to the man. The days where is the separation, she must choose every time I do healing on me as a gift to you. I send you also my healing to the man through unconditional love and through forgiveness. Forgiveness for their separation. So the woman must be very, very in her truth. She must choose to work with her energy and unconditionally, through forgiveness, love, light, truth and trust, send this healing to the man and stay back. Don't do anything in the earth. Anything. Just work with herself. Work and work and work and work. These unconditional love partners came now on earth. Their meeting is now on earth because it's time for the world to follow its path. And the path for all of us is to live through our heart, is to live in love, truth, faith, trust, forgiveness, compassion, understanding. And the meeting of these partners is to show the way to the others. After this meeting, other meetings will take place on earth. Unconditional love meetings as friendships, as colleagues, everywhere in the world, people will find each other to work through unconditional love. So it's very important to stay in our truth. And we have this mission, the empaths, the people who can feel the energy of other people, not to change ourselves, but to lead other people in their heart. This is the time where big changes will come on earth. It's like a new earth is born now. Now is the time. Every time we choose to live from our heart, the time is now. Living through our heart is like living through unconditional love. So the manifestation time between a thought and an action, it's zero. Because we live through our heart. And our heart is connected to the heavens, to our divine part. And it's connected to the God of unconditional love. So by this way, we manifest very rapidly, very quickly, what our hearts want, what our souls want, not the human part of us want. And every time we turn our human part to the divine part, a healing is taking place immediately. Because our human part's role is to lead us to the divine part in us. That's why we have to love ourselves as a whole. We don't have to see our human self as our enemy. No, it's our friend. It's our best friend. Every time we want to act through our human part, we say, thank you, I love you, I feel you. We feel the emotions of that human part. And after we clear them, we turn ourselves to the divine part. And we give love, light, truth, trust, forgiveness to that part. And then we make the perfect connection in ourselves. We completely connect our divine part and our human part. The healing is instantly, and here is our perfection. The connection of our human and divine part. We are not perfect in the human part, but every time we choose to connect these two parts, we are perfect. And from there, we go up to unconditional love and we bring the unconditional love down on earth. So it's time for all of us to live as heaven, so on earth. Love, light, trust, faith, truth, forgiveness. And I send my love to all of you from the bottom of my heart. Please share this video to spread the message throughout the world, so we give hope to every person on this earth and the courage to be themselves.